What's up, guys? It's Collin from Built2Wander. Behind me is a Jeep Wrangler 392 that was a nice collaboration between Built2Wander and 3D Off-Road. We built this Jeep for a good friend of mine, Ryan Jensen, who actually owns the Triton JL. And today I wanted to walk around the build, show you everything that we did to it, and prove that you don't have to do axle upgrades in 40s or 42s to create a very capable Jeep. Before we do that, like this video, subscribe to the Driving Line channel, and let's get after it. So like I mentioned, my good friend Ryan Jensen, owner of our previous build, the Triton JL, came to me and Matt at 3D Off-Road and said, hey, I want to put together a 392 build for my father-in-law. We also had the pleasure of building a 392 for his dad, so it's become quite the family affair, and now they all have pretty well-built Jeeps to go out and explore off-road together. So super stoked to take this one on. Excited to walk around this build with you and talk about what all we did. It is a more moderately built vehicle. It's not built around aftermarket axles or 40, 42-inch tires. It's on factory axles, 37-inch tires, but it's extremely capable. And the way we built it, it can tackle the Rubicon Trail. It can go out to Moab and do all of those trails. So I'm really excited about how this one came together. So let's do this walk around and we'll go from there. So like a lot of our builds, we built this Jeep around the wheel and tire package. We started off with a set of 37-inch Nitto Trail Grapplers with a 17-inch KMC beadlock wheel. Ryan wanted to have 37s for his father-in-law's build because he's gonna drive this a lot on road, wanted to be able to get in and out relatively easy, but still have something that would be plenty of aggressive for all of the off-road adventures that he plans to take this thing on. So we started with that wheel and tire combo, and then we built the rest of the Jeep around that. So once we landed on a 37-inch tire, next was suspension. We needed to be able to clear that tire, cycle the steering at all angles while this thing was fully flexed out. And so we went with a RockJock 4-inch suspension kit. It's got all 8 control arms with Johnny joints. We did their steering upgrade, and we paired it with a set of Bilstein 8100 smooth body shock absorbers. This thing drives like it's on clouds on road, feels like a Cadillac, and I bet off-road it's gonna be even better. I know this kit works. We ran it on the 392 that I built for the Rubicon a couple years ago, that Sarge green. You can see how those Bilsteins with the remote reservoirs look. Got the anti-rock sway bars front and rear, provide some serious stability for this thing without compromising flex off-road. And then you've got the piggyback shock in the rear. Really sick setup. And up front, want to show what that steering looks like. So we installed the RockJock heavy duty steering upgrade. They've got a really killer kit that actually allows you to run the PSC hydraulic assist as well. So I'll show you what that looks like underneath. Super clean setup. You can see the heavy duty tie rod and drag link combo from RockJock, as well as the heavy duty track bar. And then the PSC hydraulic ram assist tucked up there, really nice. It's got that beautiful skid plate integrated to protect it from the rocks. It really makes it easy to turn these 37s off-road when that front axle is locked, which always becomes a challenge without hydraulic assists. So after we got suspension and steering dialed, we went ahead and addressed armor. So we've got this thing decked out with Hefty Fabworks front and rear bumpers. We've got a nice set of Baja Designs LP6 Pros. We even installed their SAE Squadron fog lights, which are DOT approved. These are in amber, so they provide really nice light for foggy or snowy conditions. We've got recovery taken care of with a Warren VR Evo 10S winch, Factor 55 Fairlead and Ultra Hook, and yeah, came out really sick up front. We also installed a set of Next Venture Motorsports front and rear diff covers. Really, this Jeep got the entire care package from Next Venture Motorsports. We've got this really sick aluminum skid plate, tucks up there really nicely, protects all of the drivetrain that's vulnerable in the rocks, such as the transfer case or the oil pan, things that are hanging down a little bit. So I really like what that did for this vehicle here. We've got the Next Venture diff cover here in the rear, and then the actual exhaust skid system that they have for the 392. I can say after taking our 392 through the Rubicon, we beat it up quite a bit because that exhaust actually hangs down a little bit. So it's nice that you've got a skid system that will allow you to protect it. I would say, you know, some might complain about the looks, but at the same time, it's totally protecting that exhaust. And that's one of the best parts of the 392 platform. It just sounds so dang good. And so I like that Next Venture came up with a way to protect that. We've got the Hefty Fabworks rear bumper. In the rear, we've got S2 Pro reverse lights, flush mounted. Looks super clean. You can see how it's just flush with the bumper here, and provides a ton of reverse light. We've got the Rock Slide step sliders down the sides. This will make it really easy for Ryan's father-in-law to get in and out. Outside of armor, which is pretty well taken care of, we also installed an Atlas transfer case. That's about the only drivetrain modification that's been made. So that allows this thing to do front digs and also run down the road in rear wheel drive, which previously the 392s were all-wheel drive, so quite a bit of advantage there. Should allow for better fuel economy, less wear and tear on all the drivetrain components up front as well. Just an absolute gorgeous build, really stoked with how it came out. Can't wait to see Ryan and his family enjoying this thing, and I'm excited to see what his father-in-law thinks of it off-road. The last thing we added here was a graphics package. So we went ahead and did the Triton stripe. We've got a couple sponsor logos there, so we appreciate everyone who was involved in the build. And just super sleek lines. We just added this graphic kit to my 392 as well, so kind of bringing that look back from the Triton JL. I think it looks really good with all the gold powder coating from Mod Finishes. Just sets this Jeep apart, makes it stand out from the crowd, and gives it that unique touch from Built2Wander. So there you have it, guys. Stoked to have built this 392 with 3D off-road for Ryan and his father-in-law. Really excited about how the build came out and can't wait to get off-road to see just how well it does out there on the trails. Given the components that went into the build, I have no doubt that it's gonna do great, but it's always fun to get out there and test it for myself. So drop me a comment below. Let us know what you saw that you loved about this Jeep. Let me know what you're building next. And as always, hit the like button if you did and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, wander on.
Thanks for watching Driving Line. If you guys like this video, consider subscribing to our channel so you'll never miss any of the content we create here. Whether you're into trucks, Jeeps, imports, domestic vehicles, or anything in between, we are here to fuel your passion. So hit that subscribe button and we'll see you guys next time.